So Transformers Siege was pretty great, right? I mean the toy line, not that. Do you want accurate Cybertronian forms? Yes, please. However, I found it a bit odd that, correct me if I'm wrong, only one of the Cybertronian modes from the show ended up as an action figure. Where were Wheeljack and Jazz and Bumblebee? Yes, Bumblebee. The man himself, who's hogged the Transformers brand since the 2007 film burned his ever-presence into the popular consciousness. He was left out, and he vowed revenge. Yes, to soothe Bumblebee's insatiable ego, Hasbro has given him a toy line all his own. Aren't we lucky? As cynical as I was about the line, there was one figure that I was genuinely excited about. And that, my friends and foes alike, was Origin Bumblebee. Siege's lost child had found his way home, for at last we would have an official, G1 accurate representation of Bumblebee's weird space pancake from the first episode. Why were we excited about this? Alright, enough waffle. Does this figure live up to its Siege cousins? Or, indeed, my own expectations? My time with this figure has been an emotional roller coaster. First, elation. I'd been looking forward to this, and I'd found one at a store. Then, a slight hesitation. The prices had increased. This figure had better be good. As I opened the box, I realized the render on the back had been fibbing to me. Really? Come on. So that's a bummer, but I'd probably never really use the accessories anyway, so it's not like it ruins it. Besides, B himself is what we're here for. I picked him up, and was pleasantly surprised by how solid he felt. I suppose I was expecting less after seeing the unpainted jetpack. So that's nice, but it comes with drawbacks. Namely, some of the joints are worryingly tight. Yikes. Like, seriously, I've only seen that kind of stiffness on knockoffs before. Maybe, hopefully, it's just my copy. Putting aside the shoulders, the joints behave themselves, and there are a lot of them. His articulation is excellent. He's got full-featured legs with some transformation joints in the feet that afford you a rare forward and backward tilt. There's also a waist swivel, and most of what you'd want in the arms. Thanks to the transformation, there's even a bit of forward shoulder motion. So that's nice. The only thing he's really missing is a wrist swivel. So he can pose, but does he look good doing it? Short answer, yes. Long answer. Due to the nature of the transformation and the alt mode, there is a bit of kibble, but it's not super intrusive in my opinion. I'm actually quite impressed at how G1 accurate it is, considering what it has to become. I'm especially fond of these baby blues for the windows. That's what this should have been instead of clear plastic, but we'll get to that. I guess he does look confident enough to represent someone who took over an entire action figure line, you jerk. Adorable little head sculpt. You can plug the jetpack in here, but do it at your own risk, because the back is painted clear plastic and I don't trust it. Since we're talking about accessories, the gun's fine. And to be fair, the product shots did show it in black instead of the silver. So I guess that's on me for trusting the box. Jetpack's inexcusable though. And what are these? I mean, I know what they are, but come on, they're useless. For one, Bumblebee will never feel the joy of holding one. And neither will anybody else, because it's just the wrong size to fit comfortably in anybody's hand, even if it can open and close. So that's where the extra $4 went. Alright, let's turn him into a pancake. Transformation's a work of art. Like, seriously, what? I was expecting a straight-up shell former, like Scourge here. They couldn't possibly incorporate nearly every part of the robot mode into this wacky and seemingly incompatible design. Right? Wrong. His chest piece even becomes the front of the vehicle, in a move pleasantly reminiscent of Generations RC. I'd be transforming him over and over again if it wasn't for this. Clear plastic roof. Alas, it strikes again. The plague of clear plastic transformation joints. It's a shame because the transformation on the whole is a marvel of engineering. Even the waist piece is incorporated. Look! How? And the space pancake mode is so nearly excellent. It's still great, mind you. It's the paint, isn't it? Some of the black paint from the robot mode peeks through, looking like someone spilled a bunch of oil on him and he was too lazy to properly scrub himself clean. The plastic colors also don't match perfectly, but it's alright, that's fine. I'd imagine none of these issues are actually the fault of the designers, because on the whole, the design is very, very good, and it's engineered beautifully. Hats off to them. And that's basically Origin Bumblebee summed up. He's a good figure, marred by poor plastic choices and questionable quality assurance. An unfortunate fate, but I still think he's worth it. He looks great, poses wonderfully, and transforms brilliantly. Just mind that roof. He's good, and he fills the void left by his absence in the siege line. If you can live with his flaws, I definitely recommend picking this guy up. That's it. I've been Captain Kraken. Now buzz off, you!